Okay, to finish this video, I will be discussing our life lesson, which was, if you don't mind, I'm going to look it up because I forgot what it was. Right, explaining diversity. In which case, I sorry, I'm kind of tired. Um, for this life lesson, basically, Um, diversity is what makes us different. Like our skin color. Diversity and normally in our heads means skin color, excuse me, race, gender. Um, yeah, basically those things are mainly what some people think diversity is. But most people don't realize that diversity also involves like knowledge and thoughts and opinions. And when we look over them, a lot of people don't have, I guess, what Mr. Zhu pointed out, that the talent or the I'm gonna say talent, or now how do I put it? Some people say they accept diversity, but when it comes to other people's ideas, different ideas and all that, they fail at that. Because if you because we human beings, we want to be right. We want to be always right. And so we have to realize that not everyone's going to agree with our opinions or our thoughts or our reasons, because that's how we are. We all think differently. And I accept that because in my family, my father and my mother have greatly different thoughts than me, but I don't criticize them on their thoughts. Like, for example, let's say, uh, no, let's not use my parents. Let's say, I'll give an example, a random example that, my mother thinks all gay people are bad. She doesn't like them, and my father thinks that they are sinners, yada yada, rent, all the religious stuff. And me, on the other hand, I think totally differently. I think they're just regular people like us. They're different, and I'm not talking about the gays right now. I'm talking about what my parents think and what I believe. And I appreciate, I understand why they could believe that because of how religious they are. And with me, I'm not, but it's not like I'm fighting against them with their thoughts. I never try to convince them that they're not right or that their thoughts mean nothing. I accept them and I just move on. I disagree, but in my own head, I don't try to compete with their opinions. Now, sometimes, like in politicians and all that stuff, thoughts and reasons are supposed to be diluted and are supposed to be wronged, but they do it in a manner in which they acknowledge the other person's thoughts and opinions. They support it, but at the same time, can um, counter argument it with another idea that is generally different than ours. So there's many elements on dealing with opposite thoughts and opinions and beliefs. But this life lesson opened my eyes, and I realized that I have the potential of actually accepting other people's thoughts and ideas. And I do believe that I do believe there's some people in society who do that. A lot of people I know do that, but then there's some people who don't, and they always want to be right. But I don't mind it. But as a society, if we don't accept diversity, then there being nothing but conflicts between people. And differences is what balances us. Like, if everybody believed in what you believed, it'd be kind of boring. I mean, what's then? if everybody's the same, what's the point of having your own idea? It's not your own idea anymore. It's the entire world's idea. Like, say everybody like chocolate, like everybody in the world like chocolate, then what's so special about chocolate anymore? I mean, it's not like, oh, you don't like chocolate? How can you not like chocolate? It's great. It's beautiful. It satisfies your hunger and your senses. It gives you all tingly inside. You see, when you, I think diversity is great, especially in thought, because then when you see other people's different thoughts, it opens your own mind and it shows you, wow, they have a good, some people have good points, like, wow, I never saw it that this way before, and now I want to go deeper into it, learn more into it. Different thoughts and ideas can open doors to new thoughts and ideas. It just builds up and builds up, and as more it builds up, the more different it's going to get, and the more, I guess, advanced in knowledge you can become. So I think diversity in thought and like physically and all that stuff, it's great because it's like a yin yang thing. You got your good, you got your bad, and without them, the whole world would be unbalanced. Because how can you know good without knowing bad? And how can you know bad without seeing good? So I think diversity helps a lot in society and in a person's own heart and mind. And if you have too much of one thing, it's going to be difficult to experience the other. Like if you were always good and everything good happened to you, how would you deal with something that bad happened to you? Or if someone bad experiences something good, it might affect them in a way that they won't believe it or they won't accept it. So this life lesson was really good to me because it it taught me things I already knew, but then it makes me want to go further with it. So I like the thought of it, and whoever's watching this, I hope you too agree and just embrace diversity in others and just accept. You don't have to accept it, but at least support it because not everybody's going to be the same. And you just have to realize that society in general isn't the same. You got some that are the same, but then at the same time, it isn't. No, wait, no, it's not the same. Well, like I said, my ideas, we can disagree or agree. Not a problem. But that's it for this video. I'm done. I'm going to bed, going to sleep. I'm not going to study for APRO. So if I bomb the quiz, yeah, I'm probably going to study. I'm lying to myself. But anyway, this has been chapter 7, doing expressional, I forgot what it was called again, rational functions. It was a good subject, and I hope you enjoyed it. I have no energy tonight, so it wasn't as fun or it wasn't as exciting. No music, as you can see, but that's okay. We can get on with it. So thank you again for watching, and if you're not Mrs. Suzu, please leave a thumbs up, comment, or not. I don't care. I'm going to bed, and I'm sleeping. I might not even go to school. So good night. See y'all next one. Peace.